After age 40, the workouts that once helped you build muscle might now be quietly wearing down your joints. That's right, some of the most popular isolation exercises could now be putting you at serious risk of injury, pain, and long-term setbacks. But don't worry, we're not saying you need to stop training hard. You just need smarter, safer alternatives that still build strength and muscle without the joint stress. In this video, we'll show you 8 isolation exercises to reconsider after 40 and exactly what to do instead, based on the latest science. Let's dive in. Front raises. Front raises might seem like a harmless exercise, but if you're over 40, they can actually do more harm than good. Your front delts, the muscles at the front of your shoulders, are already getting plenty of work from pressing exercises like bench presses, push-ups, and overhead presses. Adding front raises on top of that is basically overloading muscles that don't need it, which can lead to imbalance and fatigue. But the bigger issue is the position your shoulder joint gets into during front raises. When you lift the weight forward and up, especially with heavy loads, you risk pinching the rotator cuff tendons, particularly the supraspinatus tendon, which sits at the top of your shoulder. This pinching can cause shoulder impingement syndrome, starting as a dull ache and potentially progressing to serious tears if ignored. Here's a striking fact. Studies show that about 1 in 4 people over 40 already have some degree of rotator cuff wear, even if they don't feel any pain yet. So why intentionally put your shoulders in harm's way? Better option: lateral raises. Lateral raises shift the focus to the side delts, helping you build that broad, athletic shoulder shape without stressing your joints. When doing lateral raises, use light to moderate weights, focus on perfect form, and avoid shrugging your shoulders. This way, you'll strengthen your shoulders, protect your rotator cuff, and keep your training sustainable for the long haul. Your shoulders will thank you, and you'll still get those sharp, defined delts you want. Ready for the next move? Triceps kickbacks. Triceps kickbacks might look straightforward, but after 40, they can actually set you up for shoulder and elbow pain. Think about the position. Your arm is locked behind you, your shoulder is rotated outward, and your elbow is moving back and forth under load. This awkward combination puts serious strain on joints and tendons that don't bounce back as easily with age. That position stretches the back of your shoulder capsule and can pinch your biceps tendon against the acromion, a bony part of your shoulder. Studies show this increases the risk of a labrum tear by over 3 times, which is no joke. And the stress doesn't stop there. Your triceps tendon near the elbow, the olecranon, is also taking a beating with all that repeated extension under load. This can lead to painful triceps tendinitis, which is tough to recover from. Here's a smarter, safer option: cable triceps extensions. Cable extensions keep your shoulder in a neutral position and your elbows close to your body, which drastically reduces joint stress. They activate your triceps just as effectively as kickbacks, but without all the risk. Plus, you can easily adjust the cable setup to find the angle that feels best for you. If you want that overhead angle, try doing overhead triceps extensions on an incline bench to support your back and shoulders. Dumbbell flies. Dumbbell flies have been a chest day favorite for decades. The deep stretch and powerful squeeze really make you feel the outer chest working. But if you're over 40, this classic move can actually cause more harm than good, especially to your shoulders. Here's the issue. When your arms are wide open and the dumbbells reach their lowest point, your shoulders are pushed into extreme external rotation and horizontal adduction under load. This puts a lot of strain on the front part of your shoulder joint and the rotator cuff tendons, areas that become more vulnerable with age. Studies show that key shoulder stabilizers, like the subscapularis, have to work extra hard during this movement. But after 40, these stabilizers don't respond as well, leaving your shoulders at higher risk of injury. On top of that, as we age, our tendons and ligaments lose elasticity. That intense stretch from dumbbell flies can cause microtears, inflammation, or worse. A smarter, safer alternative: the machine chest fly. Machine flies mimic the same motion, but keep your range of motion controlled and your shoulders in a safer, more stable path. This reduces joint stress while still delivering solid chest activation. Plus, modern machines are designed to maintain tension on your chest muscles throughout the movement, meaning better gains with less risk. If you want to stay strong and protect your shoulders after 40, Swapping dumbbell flies for machine chest flies is a smart move. Seated calf raises. Seated calf raises are great for targeting the soleus muscle, which lies beneath the gastrocnemius and plays a key role in ankle stability and lower leg strength. But if you're over 40, this exercise might be putting your knees at risk without you even realizing it. Here's why. When you perform seated calf raises, the weight rests on your thighs, which transfers a lot of pressure directly onto your bent knees. As we age, the cartilage in our knees naturally wears down, making them more sensitive to these compressive forces. Research shows that seated calf raises generate significantly higher pressure inside the knee joint compared to standing calf raises. Over time, this added stress can lead to meniscus strain, cartilage breakdown, and chronic joint pain, issues you definitely want to avoid as you get older. A better choice: standing calf raises. Standing calf raises hit the calves hard, especially the larger gastrocnemius muscle, while distributing the load across the entire lower kinetic chain, ankles, knees, and hips. This reduces the direct pressure on your knees, making the movement safer. Plus, standing raises mimic natural, everyday movements like walking and climbing stairs, so they help build functional strength and improve balance. That means you're not just strengthening your calves, you're protecting your joints and enhancing your overall mobility. Dumbbell concentration curls. Concentration curls are a classic biceps builder, focusing on slow, isolated movement to really sculpt the muscle. But after 40, this exercise can cause more harm than good. The problem lies in the wrist being locked in full supination, palms fully turned up, and the elbow deeply flexed. This position creates a lot of tension on the biceps tendon near its attachment at the elbow. Research shows concentration curls produce higher tendon stress compared to other bicep exercises, increasing the risk of micro tears, inflammation, and even tendon rupture over time. On top of that, the hunched posture you often use while doing these curls puts unnecessary strain on your lower back, which becomes more vulnerable as you age. Better choice: easy bar or straight bar curls. These variations let you lift heavier weights while keeping your wrists in a more neutral, joint-friendly position, especially with the easy bar's natural grip angle. That reduces stress on the biceps tendon and lowers the risk of injury. Plus, you can maintain better posture, protecting your lower back. After 40, it's all about training smarter to build lasting strength without unnecessary wear and tear. Traditional sit-ups. Traditional sit-ups are a gym staple for building abs, but after 40, they can do more harm than good, especially to your lower back. Research shows that each sit-up can put nearly 750 pounds of pressure on your lumbar spine. As we age, the discs between our vertebrae lose hydration and flexibility, making them less able to handle this kind of stress. This increases the risk of disc herniation, bulging, and chronic lower back pain. On top of that, many people unknowingly strain their necks during sit-ups by pulling on their heads, which can lead to cervical spine issues, another area that becomes more vulnerable with age. Better choice: planks and core stabilizing exercises. Planks engage your entire core, the abs, obliques, lower back, and deep stabilizers, without putting your spine in a risky flexed position. Studies show planks can activate your abs as well as or better than sit-ups, all while keeping your spine safe and neutral. Switching to planks is a smart way to build real core strength and protect your back for the long haul. That's a wrap on exercises to rethink after 40. Swap smart, train safe, and keep those gains coming strong for years. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and drop a comment. I want to hear where you're watching from. Stay healthy, stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next one.